I'm Sibel Pascal. Welcome to Eat Freely, where we share tips on how to eat when you have food allergies. One of the most frequent recipe requests I get is for allergy-friendly pancakes. Who doesn't love pancakes? But what do you do when you can't eat wheat or eggs, dairy, or soy? Come on and I'll show you. So let's begin with our substitute for eggs. This is 1½ teaspoons of energy egg replacer and 2 tablespoons of rice milk. Whisk that up until it's a little frothy, and this is going to create a nice, light, fluffy texture in our pancakes. Next, I'm going to mix up my dry ingredients, and this is my substitute for all-purpose flour. I have 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of King Arthur's gluten-free flour mix. To that, add a 1/4 cup of fine or medium ground cornmeal. If you can't have corn, you could just add 1 1/4 cups of gluten-free flour mix instead. To that, I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum, or you could use gar gum, 1 1/2 teaspoons of corn-free baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Next, I'm going to move on to my liquid ingredients. This is my substitute for buttermilk. It's 3/4 cup of rice milk that I have soured with 2 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And I've set it aside for 10 minutes. I've already done that. So to this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of canola oil, 1 tablespoon of agave nectar. Now you could also just use maple syrup, or you could use sugar if you wanted to, just to give it a little sweetness. Last but not least, 1/2 teaspoon of gluten-free vanilla, which gives it that lovely, lovely aroma. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix it all together. You make a well in the center, just like that, little hole. And to that, we're going to add our liquid ingredients. First, I'm going to add my rice milk mixture. Now this combination of the mock buttermilk and the cornmeal really creates an old-fashioned Southern-style pancake. It's also wonderful for waffle batter. You could use it for either one. Mix this up, and we are ready to go to our griddle. So I've preheated this griddle to medium-high heat and lightly greased it. You could just as easily use the stovetop if you prefer. And I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup per pancake. This recipe makes about 8 pancakes. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook them until a few little bubbles appear around the edge and have popped. About 2½ minutes per side. Do not press down on your pancakes or you're going to crush all the air out of them. Okay, these look like they're good to go. So I'm going to transfer them to a plate, and you serve them warm. And I'm going to put a little maple syrup over the top. And I have to have a bite before I serve them to anybody else, just to make sure that they're delicious. So good. And if you really wanted to dress them up, you could add a nice sprinkling of Enjoy Life chocolate chips over the top. And there you have it. Easy, delicious, allergy-friendly pancakes. Enjoy and eat freely.